Greetings from IGNOU Regional Center, Cochin, on the eve of Bharatiya Bhasha Utsav, which is nothing but language festival. We are here to welcome you to the session uh, um, to celebrate the language festival with IGNOU Regional Center, Cochin. The National Education Policy 2020 encourages the languages of India, and Bharatiya Bhasha Utsav provides an opportunity to learn about the unity of most of the major Indian languages, starting with their common phonetics and scripts, their common grammatical structures, their origins, and source of vocabulary from Sanskrit and other classical languages, as well as their rich inter-influences and differences. Mahakavi Subramania Bharati, in his time, was considered to be the bridge between the north and the south. Observing his Jayanti as Bharatiya Bhasha Utsav Day would once again strengthen the national unity. 11th December, the Subramania Bharati Jayanti is observed as Bharatiya Bhasha Diwas. Bharatiya Bhasha Utsav is a language festival. The objectives of Bharatiya Bhasha Utsav are to provide students with information about Indian languages, to encourage people to learn a few more of Indian languages, to celebrate diversity in culture, arts, etc., and to make people experience the unity, harmony, and integrity of the nation through languages, to show how language learning can be a fun and an enjoyable experience. The objective is also to highlight the need to focus on Indian languages for the development of the nation and Ek Bharat Shreshtha Bharat. Expected outcome of the Bharatiya Bhasha Utsav, the language festival, are it will help to build a growing momentum behind learning more Indian languages. Other than mastering one's own mother tongue, it would promote greater cultural awareness and inclusivity among individuals and wider society. It would give fillip to adoption of technology to Indian languages. It would also engender a debate and encourage academic, cultural, and economic benefits of using more and more Indian languages in all walks of life. With this, a few thoughts of what has been taken from the UGC website about the Bharatiya Bhasha Utsav, I hand over the session to Dr. Prasita Unnikrishnan, who will introduce the resource person for the day to the audience.
Thank you, Dorothy Madam. Today I would like to introduce our resource person for the session on Mahakavi Subramania Bharati, a pioneer of modern Tamil poetry, Sri J. Tirumurugan sir. He is the Deputy Registrar of Regional Evaluation Center, Cochin. Sri J. Tirumurugan sir started his career as an inspector of customs and central excise in 1998. Later, he worked in the Director General of Human Resource Development under the Central Board of Customs and Central Excise in New Delhi. In 2010, he joined as Assistant Registrar at IGNOU Regional Center, Bangalore. There, he looked after administration and financial activities of the Regional Center, Bangalore, and the study centers. From January 2017 to 2023, he worked in IGNOU Regional Center, Bijapur, and in the year 2023, he was promoted as Deputy Registrar and posted to IGNOU Regional Evaluation Center, Cochin. As far as educational credentials are concerned, he has done his MA in sociology and has an MBA in finance and also done his postgraduate diploma in distance education. So IGNOU Regional Center Cochin is greatly privileged to have such a prolific resource person for today's session. On behalf of all at IGNOU Regional Center Cochin, I wholeheartedly welcome Shri J. Thiru Sir, Deputy Registrar, Regional Evaluation Center, to kindly deliver this session. A warm welcome to you, sir. This start.
Thank you all. Thank you, ma'am. Bharatiya Bhasha Utsav. The Bharatiya Bhasha Utsav aimed to foster pride and interest in Indian languages among students while providing a platform for linguistic expression. This unique event celebrated the linguistic diversity of India, bringing together the students and the faculty to honor the beauty and richness of regional languages. The event emphasized the importance of preserving and promoting regional languages as an integral part of the nation's heritage. It also encouraged participants to explore their cultural roots and express themselves confidently in their native tongues. The Bharatiya Bhasha Utsav 2024 is not just a celebration of languages, but also a reaffirmation of the values of unity and cultural pride. Today's topic is Mahakavi Subramania Bharati, a pioneer of modern Tamil poetry. C. Subramania Bharatiya was a poet, freedom fighter, and social reformer from Tamil Nadu. He was known as Mahakavi Bharatiya, and the laudatory epithet Mahakavi means a great poet. He is considered as one of India's greatest poets. His songs on nationalism and the freedom of India helped to rally the masses to support the Indian independence movement in Tamil Nadu. Subramania Bharatiya was born on 11th December 1882 in a village called Ettapuram in Tirunelveli district in Tamil Nadu, and his childhood name was Subbaya. His father was Chinnaswamy Iyer and his mother was Lakshmi Ammal. At the age of 7, Subbaya started writing poems in Tamil. When he was 11, he wrote in such a way that even learned men praised him for his great knowledge and skill. In the 11th year, Subbaya felt that he had to establish his credentials. He threw a challenge to the eminent men in the assembly of scholars that they should have a contest with him in a debate on any subject without any previous notice or preparation. The contest was held at a special sitting of the Ettapuram Darbar, at which the Raja, the ruler, himself was present. The subject chosen was education. Subbaya efficiently won the debates. This was a memorable moment in Subbaya's life. The boy, who was till then referred to as Ettapuram Subbaya, came henceforth to be known as Bharati, and later he was respectfully referred to as Bharatiya by the nationalists and by the millions of Tamil lovers all over the globe. In June 1897, Bharati was hardly 15 when his marriage took place, and his child bride was Chellamal. Bharati left for Banaras, which was also known as Kasi and Varanasi. He spent there the next 2 years with his aunt Uppamal and her husband Krishna Shivan. Speedily gaining a fair knowledge of Sanskrit, Hindi, and English, he duly passed his credits with the entrance examination of the Allahabad University. The Banaras stay brought about a tremendous change in Bharati's personality. Outwardly, he sported a moustache and a Sikh turban and acquired a bold swing in his walk. Bharati, a poet and a nationalist. Significantly, a new age in Tamil literature began with Bharat Subramania Bharati. Most part of his compositions are classifiable as short lyrical outpourings on patriotic, devotional, and mystic themes. Bharati was essentially a lyrical poet. There are several poets he wrote, but few things I would like to tell. Kannan Patu, Nilavum Vinminum Katrum, Panchali Sabadam, Kuyil Patu are examples of Bharati's great poetic output. Bharati is considered as a national poet due to his number of poems of the patriotic flavor through which he exhorted the people to join the independence struggle and work vigorously for the liberation of the country. Instead of merely being proud of his country, he also outlined his vision for a free India. He published the sensational he published the sensational Sudesha Geetangal in 1908. This Sudesha Geetangal alone has 53 uh, parts in Hindi Sudesha Geetangal. Bharati, as a journalist, many years of Bharati's life were spent in the field of journalism. Bharati, as a young man, began his career as a journalist and as a sub-editor in Sudeshamitran in November 1904. India saw the light of the day in May 1906. It declared as its motto the three slogans of the French Revolution: liberty, equality, and fraternity. It blazed a new trail in Tamil journalism. In order to proclaim its revolutionary order, Bharati had the weekly printed in red paper. India was the first paper in Tamil Nadu to publish political cartoons. He also published and edited a few other journals like Vijaya. It is not surprising that soon a warrant was waiting at the door of the India office for the arrest of the editor of the magazine. It was because of his worsening situation in 1908, and Bharati decided to go away to Pondicherry, a French territory at the time, and continue to publish the India magazine. Bharati resided in Pondicherry for some time to escape the wrath of the British imperialists. During his exile, Bharati had the opportunity to mingle with the many leaders of the militant wing of the independence movement, such as Aurobindo, Lajpat Rai, and VVS Iyer, who had also sought asylum in the French Pondicherry. The most profitable years of Bharati's life were the 10 years he spent in Pondicherry. From Pondicherry, he guided the Tamil youth of Madras to tread in the path of the nationalism. This increased the anger of the British towards Bharati's writings, as they felt that it was his writings that induced and influenced the patriotic spirit of the Tamil youth. Bharati met Mahatma Gandhi in 1919 in Rajaji's home at Madras. Bharati entered British India near Kadalur in November 1918 and was promptly arrested. Even in prison, he spent his time in writing poems on freedom, nationalism, and country's welfare. In his early days of youth, he had good relations with nationalist Tamil leaders like B.O. Chidambaram, Subramania Siva, Mandayam, Thirumalacharya, and Srivachari. Along with these leaders, he used to discuss the problems facing the country due to British rule. Bharati used to attend the annual sessions of Indian National Congress and discuss national issues with the extremist Indian national leaders like Bipin Chandra Pal, V.G. Tilak, and V.V.S. Iyer. His participation and activities in Banaras session 1905 and the Surat session 1907 of the Indian National Congress impressed many national leaders about his patriotic fervor. Bharati had maintained good relations with some of the national leaders and shared his thoughts and views on the nation and offered his suggestions to strengthen the nationalist movement. Undoubtedly, his wise suggestions and steadfast support to the cause of the nationalism rejuvenated many national leaders. Thus, Bharati played a pivotal role in the freedom of India. Bharati, as a social reformer, Bharati was also against caste system. He declared that the, there were only two castes, men and women, and nothing more than that. Above all, he himself had removed his sacred thread. He had also adorned many Dalits with sacred thread. He used to take tea sold in shops run by Muslims. He, along with his family members, attended church on all festival occasions. He advocated temple entry of Dalits. For all his reforms, he had to face opposition from his neighbors. But Bharati was very clear that unless Indians unite as children of Mother India, they could not achieve freedom. He believed in women's rights, gender equality, and women's emancipation. He opposed child marriage, dowry, and supported widow remarriage. Bharati died on 11th September 1921. Bharati, as a poet, journalist, freedom fighter, and social reformer, had made a great impact not only on the Tamil society but also on the entire human society. He followed what all he preached, and it is here that his greatness is manifested. His prophecy during the colonial period about the independence of India came true after 2.5 decades after his demise. His vision about a glorious India has been taking a shape in the post-independence era. Bharati did not live for himself, but for the people and the nation. That's why he is respectfully called as Bharatiya. Uh, the viewers might have known about this Mahakavi Bharatiya. Uh, in Tamil Nadu is all his poets, starting from the second standard to master degree level, maybe it may be at the PhD level also. Each and every child will have to qualify the Bharati's poets and all other writings, and it's very tough to understand his poets. And at the second standard level, a few things he told. Odi vilayadu papa means we have to run and play. நீ ஓய்ந்திருக்கல் ஆகாது பாப்பா. You should not take rest. கூடி விளையாடு பாப்பா. To mingle with all others. ஒரு குழந்தையை வையாதே பாப்பா means not to slander. பொய் சொல்லக்கூடாது பாப்பா, not to tell lies, the babies, and புறஞ்சொல்லலாகாது பாப்பா, not to slander. தெய்வம் நமக்கு துணை பாப்பா, God is with us to protect, and ஒரு தீங்கு வரமாட்டாது பாப்பா means we will not get nothing will affect us. With this, I am closing the session. Thank you all. Thanks for this opportunity. I thank the honorable authorities of RC Kochi, Dr. J.S. Dorothy ma'am, Regional Director, and Dr. Prasita Unnikrishnan, Deputy Director, Regional Center Kochi, and Dr. Vijayaraghavan sir, Assistant Regional Director, and all other officials of and I thank all the viewers.
Teacher Raghavan sir, you are not audible, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. You have given a very good presentation about Bharatiya. He is a great poet of Tamil, and he is a very inspirational personality for the youngsters, particularly since from he lived only for around 39 years. Below the 13 years only he lived. Within that short period of the time, he had achieved a lot of things for the social reformation of Tamil Nadu as well as India. And he is a very great poet. So he is a fearless person. One of the fearless person. He is the inspiration for me also during my school time and college time. So whenever I am reading his poet, I was excited, and not only excited, and also it has great inspiration to the heart, and some energy will come out whenever we are reading his poet. So such a person, great person, we are very happy to remembering him and his contribution to the Tamil language. And he is one of the person, he is not a self-centric. He is not a self-centric, and he suffered a lot. Even he is unable to feed his family also. They suffered very lot at the end of the time after he was departed. So he is only is the thought freedom of our country, and the language which we are belongs, it should be flourished. And such a concern he is always having. And I always like one of his poet in Tamil. That is very great inspirational verse or poet. That is, in Tamil I will tell you that this is himself, he is raising some question. Himself he is raising the question. That is the thing. அதாவது தேடி சோறு தினம் தின்று சின்னம் சிறு கதைகள் பேசி மனம் துன்பமிகு உழன்று பிறர் வாழ பல செயல்கள் செய்து நரை கூடி கிழ பருவம் எய்தி கொடுங்கூற்றுக்கு இறையன பின் மாயும் பல வேடிக்கை மனிதர்களைப் போல. இசை மாயும் பல வேடிக்கை மனிதர்களைப் போல நான் வீழ்வேன் என்று நினைத்தாயோ? This is a question. He is raising such a great question. I will not be likewise. I need to translate in English. so that the students can able to understand. Spend my days in a search of food, tells pity tells, and worry myself with thoughts, hurt others by my acts, turn smile with the gray hair, and end up as a fodder to the relentless march of the time, as yet another to a faceless man. So such a question is rising. So very great, inspirational this way. And Bharatiyar, many poet, they became a friendly nature after reading his verses. And even the Bharatidasan also is one of the close associate of Bharatiyar. Due to that reason, the Bharatidasan, his original name is Kanaka Supratinam. He has changed his name as a Bharatidasan because of he has having that love and affection with the Bharatiyar. And he is great inspirational about his verses. He changed his word. Even Bharatidasan also is one of the great poet in Tamil Nadu. He is a follower of Bharatiyar. And it was a very great things. And we are remembering him in this great day. And salute to Bharatiyar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on this occasion.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Once again, sir. And you are rightly said that it is full of energetic poets. The non-Vilvinentri Nenithayo is a very good one. And the whole of Tamil Nadu will remember this. Thank you, sir. Thanks once again. Anybody?
Madam, we can conclude.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, we can conclude. I request
Okay.
to kindly deliver the vote of thanks, sir.
Okay, madam. Good afternoon to all. On the eve of Bharatiya Bhasha Utsav, which is language festival celebrated on the birthday of Mahakavi Subramania Bharati, the program has been arranged by Regional Center Cochin as per the guidance of IGNO Authority. Special thanks to Sri Thiru, Deputy Registrar REC Kochi, being the resource person. I thank to our Region Director, Dr. Jayesh Doroti, Dr. Prasida Unnikrishnan, Deputy Director, Dr. Vijay Raghavan, Assistant Region Director, and all other participants of the meeting. Thanks to all once again.